Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Then Sings My Soul. My name is Art Miller. I'm the worship and music director here at Christ Lutheran Church, and it is a joy to be here with you once again for this little series that we've been doing. I'm here with my friend and music colleague, David Ewart, and he is a violinist. And so he's going to be on our little show today, playing in a little bit. We're going to play together, piano and violin. But I just wanted to introduce him to you in case you don't know him. So welcome, David.
Thank you, Art.
Pleasure.
Nice to be here.
Tell us a little bit about how you got into playing the violin. How old were you when you began playing?
Well, I was quite young when I learned that my father was a violinist. They would drag me to everywhere he performed, probably almost out of the crib, almost out of the womb. But probably I didn't have a little violin in my own hand until I was about 7 or 8 years old. And I started then and I never looked back. I've been playing ever since.
Okay. And so your father, he was a professional violinist then?
He was.
And he taught you? Was he your teacher?
You know, he was for a short time, and in the first year he taught me, I was always a little nervous because his austere symphonic friends, long gray hair and beards, many of them would come over and they would ask, "Does the boy have an ear?" And I was nervous because they kept saying, I was checking my ears, but they were always there. But you know, they just wanted to know, do I have that rare or that gift, that talent to play the violin that people who are at the top of the professional art world would say is necessary and God imbued to have a career and be successful at a very high level on the instrument. So my dad realized that for him to try to train me beyond that first year when we recognized I actually did have an ear would not be conducive to good growth of me as an artist. So he took me to a master teacher because the thought was people don't always do what their parents ask them to do, but they should.
Wise lessons here. But of course you are a professional and you have made this a part of your life and everything that you do, and we are so appreciative of all the talent that you bring every Sunday here, for our live stream services at church and of course around this community, as well as your Portland community where you grew up, correct?
Thanks, Art. Yeah, it's always a joy to come to Christ Lutheran, and I have friends. I had Elaine Benson was living in my neighborhood 30 years ago when I moved to Santa Clarita, and I know she has passed on from your congregation, but she's still with us in spirit. And Linda Bonar, my neighbor, also is here, and you know her, and she helps run things around here. So I feel connected to you, and I love to be here and to worship together with you with music, which is my gift, and I can use it. It's a true blessing.
Thank you, David. So we're in some crazy times right now. We are
Indeed
experiencing lots of changes, lots of emotions, lots of questions, and we're seeing how music has changed itself within schools, within churches, within theater, performance venues. But
Absolutely.
Is this important? Is it important that the arts continue, that music continues, that we find ways to make sure people are receiving this?
Well, that's a wonderful question. It calls to our minds immediately what is truly important. And as I sat and listened to the pastor talk about unity this past Sunday, and it does put into perspective that music and things that we do from the love of beauty, from the love of one another, are intrinsically valuable to society. And yet even arching above all of that is the love imbued in us by God and our love of God. So as you come down from a loftier perspective, within worship, music is a wonderful element, and it makes us in some ways transcend even the spoken word to areas of our heart and areas of our consciousness of how much God loves us sometimes that can't be described. So I think music is incredibly valuable, not only in ordinary life, but clearly in worship. And in Psalms, it tells us to worship God with our instruments, with our voices, unceasingly and forever. And we should do that. And I love music, and I think it'll always be my life.
It's a beautiful statement, so thank you, David. And we are going to play something today. I'll be at the piano, and David will be on his violin, of course. And I had asked David to pick a song that sings to his soul, lets his soul speak out. And so if you want to tell them what you're going to play and why it's important to you.
Well, sure. Remind me what I said, because I was texting you while driving, which I shouldn't do. I live 2 blocks away, so try not to judge me too harshly. But you had texted me, what is your favorite song? Is that, and what did I say?
You said, Nearer My God to Thee.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So I'm trying to think. I have so many. We all have many songs that are our favorite. I think probably the reason we would like you to have Nearer My God to Thee, to be honest, in my mind, it was we all want to be near to God, but in these times of loss, we are going to God, and we are losing some of our loved ones to God, and I'm mindful of that every second, every moment, every blessed day that we have with our loved ones is a true gift from God, and so I'm mindful of that, and I'm grateful.
Thank you, David. So you'll hear from us now at the piano and the violin, and we're going to be doing Nearer My God to Thee.